It was a horrible hot day in Oasis Springs. Johnny Zest, comedian at the beginning of his career, stood silently in the front of the trailer, his new home, pondering. When has his life become this way? Not too long ago he had everything. A mansion instead of a trailer, a family. And he thought none of that mattered to him as much as his dream of becoming a true comedian. His dream of making people laugh. But he was wrong. His parents couldn't accept that of him. They wanted him to continue the family legacy, whatever that is, but he chose his dream anyway. They kicked him out, he moved in the trailer, and now he was struggling every single day. And as the sun fried his skin while he was rummaging through the dirt for money or stuff to sell, he kept thinking and thinking. What if his family didn't deserve what they had? What if they needed to pay? And it was suddenly clear to him. He wanted revenge. And this is how his story begins. Victim number 1. Nancy Landgraab, his mother, ambitious, snob, materialistic, on her way of becoming one of the fiercest, most powerful criminal masterminds the sim world has ever seen. Victim number 2. Jeffrey Landgraab, his father, family-oriented, outgoing, good. None of those showed kindness to Johnny. He wasn't his family anymore. The world may say what they wanted, but Johnny knew better. Victim number 3. Malcolm Landgraab, his little brother, snob, evil. If there was anyone worse than Nancy, it was Malcolm. He was the one who encouraged his parents to get rid of Johnny. He wanted all the money for himself. Johnny remembered stories, rumors, myths, the famous cow plant, able to kill Sims without leaving any trace. He was not sure if it was real, but he was willing to make it real. The stories he read when he was little talked about grafting snapdragon and dragon fruit to produce the cowberry. But for that, he needed to know gardening, make himself better. So he did. He worked day and night. He learned a lot of plants in that time, even if it didn't help him. He wanted to make sure nothing went wrong. He spent years and years picking plants, looking for snapdragons, for dragon fruit. But it seemed like, however much he tried, it was all in vain. Because you can't find dragon fruit unless you graft it or buy it from very rare seed packs. He started questioning it. Was it real? Was it all in his head? He almost lost everything. Twice. Seriously, dude? He questioned if this was all worth it. They were hard years going into adulthood. But it wasn't all bad. He got promotion after promotion after promotion. He got a girlfriend. Her name was Jordan, and I know nothing about her because I only called her around to fill his social need and fun. He built a greenhouse for his plants, and after working day after day, he finally managed to graft the plants he needed. And he felt so close to his goal, so close in fact that he decided he should befriend his family again, as a new man. So he made a disguise, one that would please them. He got nice fancy clothes and a mustache and went down to his old home. He met everyone again. They talked, and they liked him more now than they ever liked him when he was still their son. And he started questioning himself. Maybe the cow plant wasn't the answer. But every time he saw his mother carelessly walking past his house with no care in the world, he got filled with rage. But his grafted plants gave no berries, and his fishing in strange places was in vain. He started losing the hope that the cow plant was even real. He questioned himself, his sanity, his whole life. Days passed and passed, and nothing seemed to have been worth it. Until one day, he packed everything and moved, disguised, next door to his family. He waited patiently for his cow plants to grow there, taking care of him, preparing. It was so close. But one day, he got a call. His mother passed away before he could get his revenge. The bitch literally died 2 days before I had a chance to get her swallowed. I played like a crazy person for 6 to 7 hours and she escaped me. Honestly, an icon. This is the last time I try to kill Nancy Landgraab. She's obviously too good for me. Johnny was sad for the next days. Not because his mother was dead, but because he couldn't be there to see it. He decided his father and brother could not get the same opportunity. So he worked harder than ever, and the cow plants were ready to devour them. I literally cheated after struggling for 7 hours because I honestly couldn't stand seeing Johnny's face anymore and I was bored as heck. And also I was very frustrated after the Nancy Landgraab shit. He called his family to dinner, including Nancy. He thought she should at least be there to see it. And when they arrived, he locked them up with his cow plants and no food. It was all a waiting game, but nothing seemed to happen. Honestly now, I cannot do this editing anymore because what happened next is deplorable and infuriates me. So I was waiting for them to eat the fucking cake, you know, as you do when you have cow plants. And they just wouldn't. They wouldn't. I waited for so long. And then they finally ate one cake each, but they wouldn't grab the next one. So I was like, you know what? Okay, I will cheat this again. So I got Jeffrey in my household and made him eat my cake. This is what happened. He glitched. He fucking glitched. I spent so long trying to kill him. And then this glitch just happened when he was just doing this thing over and over and over again. I reset him because I didn't know what else to do and he just disappeared. He disappeared. Turns out he was actually dead. He did die because of my cow plant, but I just didn't get to see it at all. And the cow plant was dead, by the way. And that's not all, you know. Because next I tried to kill Malcolm. So I added him to my household, trying to do the same thing as I did with Jeffrey. I don't know why, because thinking of it now, it didn't work the first time, so why would it work the second? But you know, and instead of clicking on Malcolm, I did this. I had Johnny get devoured by his own cow plant because I didn't click right. Anyway, in the end I did manage to kill Malcolm and Sid. So yeah, here it is. It's the only satisfying death you will see in this video. This is actually the second time that I record this part because the first time I rambled for too long because I was just so angry and I got very annoying. So, you know, hi again, bear with me. Conclusion is, I will never do this again. I don't recommend to anyone to do this again. and I can't even remember why I did it in the first place. I probably shouldn't have made this video since it's such a fail, but you know, I guess it's funny when you're not playing for 6 hours to get this outcome. It was disappointing and underwhelming. This is the word, it was underwhelming. So, recap. Here is a list of all the things that went wrong, or most of the things that went wrong. This was a failure. And if you want to see more failures in the future, like and subscribe, cause I've got plenty. See ya!